I describe leadership as your energetic frequency, which is how you hold your emotions and your thoughts together. It also is curated by how you manage the stories in your mind. Leading with light heart teaches you to become hyper aware of your electromagnetic signature built by your mind's stories and your unconscious emotive responses. Let me share with you a story. Nadine is a marketing VP in an ASX fintech. Her counterpart in sales wasn't happy with how she handled a particular situation as it highlighted some faults of his own in execution in front of the global ELT. It embarrassed him. Before communicating with Nadine, he moved to defence and put a formal complaint into the Australian MD. Like child's play, instead of the MD pushing back on the VP of sales, telling him to go and sort it out with Nadine, the MD listened, judged, and provided feedback to Nadine in how she could improve. Two things have happened here. The MD exercised the lowest form of leadership, which is to accept judgment without investigating the facts. As such, his feedback to Nadine was met with shock and confusion. Secondly, the VP of sales has displayed his own inability to disconnect from his own stories and have the courage to have the conversation direct with his counterpart. This sort of child's play should never have been escalated to the managing director. And yet, I hear these irritating stories in the biggest and the most sophisticated of companies all the time. When leaders haven't evolved out of the control of their ego, they inevitably run their companies and their team from a place of judgment. The first step to resolving this conflict is finding a place of objective awareness. If you can disconnect from your egoic stories and instead search for the facts, you're in a much better position to solving the issue. Unfortunately, in my story, Nadine has lost respect for the VP of sales. She now documents all the conversations that she has with him and manages him through surveillance of communication. She's disappointed in the MD for showing such immature style of leadership. Nadine has evolved her leadership beyond her manager and her peers. She is now at the intersection in her career. This is why they say people don't leave companies, they leave their bosses. In my book, Stoneheart Lightheart, I explore the inner planes of this and I provide paths for leadership growth and expansion. Your inner world is reflected in your outer world. If you want to make a change in your outer world, you must stop first and look on the inside.